Blah, it's me, Vlad. I'm here to say that you look so fine in your clay dress. You look like a lady who enjoys her Count Chocula. Let me pour you a bowl of chocula in my giant ass castle. Frankenstein will help us with pouring the milk.
Milk from Frankenstein.
Milky Frankenstein.
That's a nice way to start the day.
It is.
Little breakfast from a monster.
I didn't know that Dracula was so kind. He's a very generous host.
I know. Well, think about him just allowing them to put his likeness on cereal boxes like that. Just for the kids. Why else?
Why not?
For the kids.
I love children.
Love to eat them, or?
Yes and no.
So is this your way of giving back?
It is, kinda. I have murdered a lot of people.
It's true. That's true. Did you talk about that with General Mills or whoever, whatever company?
I talked about it with the great General Mill. He said, I will let you live if you stop eating the children.
Okay. And you agreed?
And make cereal for us.
And you agreed to those terms?
That is why me and Lucky are so tight.
Oh, yeah? You like the leprechaun?
I don't like him, but...
It's business.
Yes.
I gotcha.
It's a business relationship. He has good business practices.
Okay.
He's very boring.
Yeah, he seems
All
like
he
that.
wants to do is run away and prevent children from eating his disgusting ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, which you're not a fan of.
No, I do not eat ice cream.
Okay.
It's too cold.
Yeah, it is.
It hurts my fangs.
I bet. Sensitive? You ever go to the dentist?
Very sensitive. I have to see a dentist at least once a week.
When you go to the dentist, do they tell you that you don't floss enough, too, even with your fangs?
No, they say that my jawline is flawless.
Well, it's
not a problem.
That's really... You go to a great dentist. You must feel pretty good leaving there.
Dr. Glockenspiel.
Oh, okay.
He's a very, very kind dentist.
Okay. Well, everybody out there listening, Dr. Glockenspiel, kind dentist, thank you, Dracula, for stopping by the Boxcar.
Well, thank you for having me. Enjoy this Count Chocula.
Oh, thank you. We will.
Thanks, Guy, for... You have any milk? No, Frankenstein has that, and unfortunately, he's visiting his family.
It's the holiday time, so I understand.
Yes. Well, I must away. Hooray! Ah!
Oh, my God, what the hell?
Oh... Don, it's
Sunlight.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sunlight.
That dude's
Oh, you idiot, Dracula. Why would you
Big dumb
just
idiot.
fly out there? He's just a puddle of dust now.
Well,
At least we got this bowl of cereal.
this is the last bowl of cereal that Dracula will ever give someone.
You better
We have been
treat this.
gifted.
We better treat this specially.
We could sell this.
No, we gotta eat it.
We could put it on eBay.
I'm so hungry.
But someone will give us money, therefore we'll have the money to eat other things. That is not Count Chocula.
You're smart. How are we going to wrap this up to keep it preserved? I see we got some...
I could pour some down my jeans.
No, don't...
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
okay, great. Thanks. Okay, we got about half left, now half just sitting in your pants there. Hi, thank you so much for coming. This is...
Sweet.
That is my man Greg, who just scarfed down the last half of the last bowl of Count Chocula.
I mean, I haven't eaten any of it. I'm saving it.
In your
It's very
pants.
cold.
Okay, well, eventually...
My
that's
testicles feel like they're in the ocean.
That
a
is-
very milky ocean.
Well, that
And there's
sounds
like
kind of
chocolatey barnacles scraping it.
Chocolatey barnacles. Was that your band in high school?
No. That was my brother's.
Oh, okay, of course. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, hello. Thank you for joining us. That was Greg. I'm Don. We are the Boxcar Buddies.
Hi.
We are returning again, as we do when we can.
2018, guys.
It's 2018, if you can believe that. We're all here, still kind of riding that wave. How long does it take you to really settle into a new year? It takes me over a month.
6 months.
I would say 6 months, exactly.
It takes me 6 months to finally stop writing down the previous year.
Yes.
On all my paperwork. Mm-hmm. It's good for 6 months, and then it starts all over again. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I always feel at the end of a year like I've never settled into the year that's ending. Like 2017, it didn't feel like a whole year to me. And now here it is, 2018, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to get into this. And
get
I
into
know
it?
I'm going to get into it, and I know that next at the end of this year, though, I'm still not going to be ready for it to be 2019.
It's a vicious cycle.
I hate time. I hate it.
What did time do to you, man?
It just keeps marching forward. Why does it do that? Why doesn't it just hang out, take a second, find its beach?
It ain't got time for that.
I guess it doesn't.
Time doesn't have time for your bullshit.
I guess it does not.
No.
But anyway, Greg and I, we like to meet when we can in a boxcar, which is procured by one of us. We take some shelter from the elements, and then we'll talk about some content that we absorbed over the week prior. This week, I have to say, Greg was the one who grabbed this boxcar. It's half wood, half metal.
An all boxcar.
And everybody's loving it. There's a gigantic smiley face in green paint on the left side of it, and I thought that was a really nice touch.
Thank
Did you do that?
I did. See, ever since last week, I don't know what happened, but I've been feeling very jovial. Like, the voices have stopped.
Oh, great.
I haven't pissed off anybody lately.
Great. So you're keeping with your resolution for 2018?
I believe so, yeah. Me and Freak had a great time.
Oh, good.
We went to the free clinic and we entertained the sick children.
Good. Oh, that's nice of you guys. Giving back a little bit?
Yeah. It sucked at first because I don't know what happened, but ever since he yanked off that
Your mushroom leg.
mushroom.
Oh, God, look
Like,
at that.
Yeah,
There's
like
still a gaping hole in your leg.
Yeah, the doctor said that's not going away.
It's not going to go away. It's a gaping hole in where your kneecap should be.
I thought my bones would grow back.
You need something in there. You need like aren't your bones grinding together when you straighten your leg out a little bit?
Let me find out. That doesn't hurt so bad.
You big baby.
Well,
it looks painful. It doesn't look right. There's some.
It looks like it's smiling at me.
It's smiling without any teeth.
See, look, watch this. Hi, Don.
Oh, don't do that. Ew,
How are you today?
It's talking to me. Your knee hole is talking to me. All right. Well, as long as you're okay, and I'm glad the voices have stopped.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but ever since the mushroom went away,
no more Nutcracker music.
no more Nutcrackers, no more
Depressed.
Fear the Reaper.
Right.
Nothing sad.
That's good.
I stopped flaking.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent because the last 2 or 3 weeks, when we've gotten out of here and I came back to the boxcar later on, there was just a pile of your like flakes underneath your seat. And I wasn't going to tell you about it. I'd always sweep them away, but it was really disturbing. Just really disgusting stuff.
Yeah, Freak told me that they were like spores.
You know how like in old cartoons when maybe the coyote, Wile E. Coyote, or the chicken would get burnt to a crisp, and then they would collapse into a pile of dust.
Like Dracula did?
Yes, just like Dracula's pile of dust outside. That's what.
But this is reality. He's not coming back.
No, he's dead. He's dead. Let me see what these taste like, actually. I'm kind of curious.
Don't eat... No, Don.
Tastes distinctly undead.
Does it taste like liquid smoke, but dry?
It tastes a bit like mesquite. Like mesquite or like burnt toast.
Ugh.
Kind of like that.
Ugh, that's the worst kind of toast.
No more, though. Thank you. Anyway, I am probably going to have some of that cereal a little bit later on that
Here,
Dracula
you need a spoon?
left us.
I've got a...
I'm going to have... Just zip your pants back up. I'm gonna have it
sure?
out of the bowl. I'm gonna have it out of the bowl. But I do like your idea about maybe putting that on eBay. We could definitely use some money to actually buy some real food. I haven't eaten in a few days. I don't know about you, Greg, but I'm.
Well, I got to
hungry.
tell you, Donnie. Kris Kringle came late because it's not Christmas anymore.
Nope.
But
a new year.
Papa Greggins went to a Pepperidge Farms and found all these Snackies.
Whoa! Oh my, Greg!
Yeah.
What the hell did you? Whoa! Is this Pepperidge Farm stuff?
Yeah, dude.
Look at the
You like that?
goldfish. Oh my God! I haven't had these
pirouettes?
ever.
Yeah. Yeah, like
And the
front-
Milanos? You
Yeah.
got Milanos too?
Look at this. Look at all these snacks, man. Take a bite.
This is fantastic.
Relax.
Greg, this is fantastic.
I know you've been real hungry, boy, so I brought you some Snackies.
So hungry, and I'm so happy to have these.
Yeah, like it was so
gotta
great
get on that, too.
Like, so let me tell you. So after we visited the sick children, Me and Freak went along. I'm about to find some dinner. And I walked by this Pepperidge Farms. And the front door is just open.
That's fantastic.
And I walked in, and I walked out with about $400 worth of snacks.
Oh, man. Props to you, dude. You didn't hear any yelling or like nobody was chasing you or anything?
Oh, some guy chased me. I don't know why.
Because you left with $400 worth of Pepperidge Farm inventory.
So? His front door was open.
So was this a factory or was this like a store?
It was a store.
Yeah, that's theft. That's stealing. That's why you got chased.
Oh.
I'm assuming he was angry and he tried to get the stuff back, right?
I couldn't hear him too well because I was listening to music.
You were getting what? You had earbuds in?
No, I had earmuffs on and I was humming really loudly.
And you did that while you were running away with 2 arms full of Pepperidge Farm snacks.
Yeah, I mean, there was no one there. I just walked in and said, "Hey, thanks," and I walked away.
Well,
and then sure enough, some like 60-year-old man, I see him and he's shaking his cane. Hey, he was doing something, but I was humming really loud, and I just go, "Thank you," and I walk away.
Jeez. Well, I have to say, I
robbed that store.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Definitely don't advocate it, but I am really glad to have these snacks. Thank you very much for providing these.
Oh, by the way, in that pile of things that I stole, I ended up grabbing a book.
Did you?
Yeah. So this is the first time Gregory's gone read a book for a while.
I didn't even know you could read.
Neither did I until I opened the book up and there were the words and I was like,
started jumping off.
I got this.
That's fantastic, man.
Oh.
Congratulations. This has been a great week for you, dude.
It has been.
Real personal strides, let me tell you. Before you jump in,
except the stealing part, but I did for a good cause.
Before you jump in to the book tale, I have to tell you something similar. Again, don't advocate the theft, but I happened to be near an abandoned Nabisco factory last weekend, and I smelled it from like a mile away. It was, you smell like the chocolate chip cookies going. It was just kind of like, it was carried on like the cold wind just drifting through Chicago. I was like under the L track.
There was an elderly woman kissing every cookie as it was coming down the line. Blessing it with its grandma charms.
Maybe when the factory was fully operational. This one was kind of deserted.
Let grandma kiss those chips of whores.
Yes.
Make sure that every child enjoys every chocolate chunk inside it.
Which was really, really disturbing because the factory was empty. There was nothing coming down the conveyor belts, and there was just this old lady, skeletal looking, kissing an empty conveyor belt as I was walking through this abandoned Nabisco factory. So it was really disturbing.
I haven't seen cookies on this belt for a while, but here you go, belt. I love you.
She was just doing her job. She thought the cookies
you feel Grandma's powers?
It was like that. So I had to avoid her as I was going in throughout the factory, but I couldn't just pass this chance up. So I walked in the back. Sure enough, there were some boxes of stuff. I grabbed one, and I got some Reese's. Or I should say Ritz. Ritz crackers.
Ritz?
Yeah. Courtesy of Nabisco. Ritz and cheese.
They sound like pretzels.
Yeah. But
oh God. Oh.
Like those?
I do.
I thought you might. And I got some cookies as well. So.
Oh yeah, boy.
So we got a little bit of a feast here in the Boxcar for
it's
the first
snack
time.
episode.
This is fantastic. This is really, really, really helpful. But sorry, I just wanted to let you know that. And now we're flush with food. Tell me about the book you read.
Yeah. So part of that pile of shit that I stole from. Sorry, this is a real food that I've actually eaten in
I know.
weeks.
Yeah,
this is great.
We do eat. We wanted to let everybody know. So this is, just so you know.
I do very much. It's just sometimes you don't actually get the food.
Okay, maybe now you can swallow it while you're talking.
Sorry, I'm very hungry.
Yeah, no, I get you.
So the book that I got is called Bad Monkey. And it's by Carl Hyacin.
Okay.
And I'm a complete sucker for detective comedy stories.
All right.
There's a complete sucker for it. And when I first grabbed the book, I was like, great, some toilet paper. This will be great. I'm squanching. I'm about to, drop a loaf. And then I read the first couple pages and I'm like,
This could be.
Where is this going?
This could be more than just teepee.
So, Bad Monkey is about a detective named Andrew Yancey who lives in Miami. And he is in a lot of hot water right now with his job.
Ooh. Hot water sounds nice, though.
Hot water does sound really nice.
It's cold outside.
A shower sounds really nice.
Anything wet would be a nice change.
Glass of water.
Anything at all. But yeah, okay, why is he in hot water?
Puddle. He's in hot water because he recently assaulted his now ex-girlfriend's husband in public with a Hoover vacuum.
With a Hoover vacuum? How do you assault someone with a vacuum cleaner?
It's explained in the story, so I'm not going to tell you how.
Okay, great.
But he's essentially been demoted from his position. Like, he was a well-liked detective on the force. Like, he gets the job done really well.
But he doesn't play by the rules.
He actually does like to play by the rules. It's just that he's very irate. He's got a very short temper.
Gotcha.
And one way he fixes that with is mango-flavored popsicles. He loves to suck them down.
Not bad.
Helps with his road rage.
Okay. That's sort of his like cigarette substitute kind of a thing.
That and rum and Coke.
Nice.
Rum and Coke and popsicles. He's got a sweet tooth.
I love it.
But Yancey is given a severed arm, and he has to bring it to this hospital like outside of Miami. And the distinct thing about the severed arm is that it is given the finger.
Constantly?
It is stuck in the finger mode. Rigor mortis kicked in.
Love it.
Whatever happened to this guy, the last thing that happened was he gave the bird, and his arm went away.
It's a way to go out.
So it's the last thing he does as an actual detective before moving on to being a health inspector because he's been demoted real bad.
Oof.
And he finds out from like all these weird inner food circles of what happened to this guy's arm. And it's really, really funny. I really like Yancey as a character. And I also like, I don't think I pronounced his last name right. Hyacinth? Heisen?
Sure. Any one of those.
Carl. That's his first name.
That one
Carl.
you got right, yeah.
Carell Hassan.
Coral.
Does a really good job with the writing of making scenes move really fast.
Oh, okay.
So it feels like I'm watching a comedy movie, but I'm reading the book and I'm like, this would actually be a decent movie, I think. I think this could be pulled off with a movie.
Cool.
I don't know who would play Yancey. You have to think of someone who's like 6 feet tall and really lanky and like kind of gross. Like
Jim
Benedict Cumberbatch, but like you can't let him do his American accent because his American accent is really bad.
What about the guy? Oh, I'm blanking on his name. Who played George McFly in the Back to the Future stuff? You know, and Willard.
Calvin Klein?
No. and Willard, he's the weird dude, and he's also he was the villain in the first Charlie's Angels movie.
Crispin Glover.
That's the guy.
Crispin Glover would be great, actually.
Yay!
So, like, imagine Crispin Glover as this detective trying to break up with his girlfriend, who's like, you assaulted my husband with a vacuum cleaner in public.
Oh, okay.
This is bad. It's a very funny book. I'd say it's very much worth reading. I know it's an old book. It's like a 2013 book. But I just like reading a story that is just bonkers. Yeah. But like it goes off the cusp. It's attacking like stereotypes of like detective novels, even though I'm like a sucker for those. I just love those old-timey, she walked into my office with her silken gown and 300 pounds of back fat shoved into a garbage bag.
She was smoking 5 cigarettes, and I knew that I'd give anything to be one of them.
She hasn't shaved her eyebrows in a while, and neither have I. I thought about entwining my eyebrow into hers, so that we may become one being, one powerful being.
She's still talking about the case. I find it hard not to concentrate on those eyebrows.
Her husband is sitting in a car downstairs, smoking a cigarette with his hand down his pants, scratching his balls furiously.
And masturbating to traffic lights. That's what he does. He watches them switch back and forth, red to green.
Yellow is the safe word. Green is his not safe word, meaning you can do whatever you want. He just screams red periodically.
She's still talking to me about this case. My mind is everywhere, but here.
My mind is fixated on her husband in the car, scratching his balls furiously.
Yeah, those old
He
detectives.
has not taken his hand out of his pants for the last 3 minutes. He just keeps going.
Those old detective stories and movies are pretty bizarre, pretty strange stuff.
He got like that like piano music playing. Like I always think, anytime I think of like a noir scene, I always think of like the Who's lines it anyway.
Yeah. There's a little set into it. Yeah, and then of course you
And
have
then
to
Colin Mockery comes in and he's like, I just polished my bald head.
look at the light. It sheens.
I brought Toro wax to rub all over my forehead.
Well, that's good. That sounds like a fun book. Bad Monkey, you said?
Bad Monkey.
Every time you say that, I am reminded of that, what is that, Brass Monkey song by the Beastie Boys?
That Funky Monkey?
That's the one. It just keeps rolling in my head every time you say Bad Monkey.
That Funky Monkey?
That's the one. I'm glad you read. It makes me think, I read a book a few weeks ago, a couple of books, and it's a trilogy, but I was thinking of them because on the way over here, I walked past a library, and some woman was in an argument with one of the library patrons, something about late fees, or a book in question that was overdue, and she ended up throwing a hardcover book at the patron, who ducked. It was well timed, and the book sailed over their head out of the front doors right at my feet. And so I just happened to bend down and pick it up. The library worker was still distracted by this irate woman, so I just grabbed the book and I walked away. I ripped out like the little property of.
So you stole
Chicago
a book?
Well, I'm borrowing it, and my return date is TBA, TBD,
TBA?
TBA,
To be announced?
tuberculosis.
At which point you jump up on top of the boxcar. I'm returning your book!
No, it's happening.
Here it comes!
And then I just launch it.
You slam dunk it right into the librarian's face.
That's right. In one of those those little chutes that you dump the books into. But anyway, so I grabbed it, I walked away, and this book that I picked up from the library it's not a sequel, but it's a book.
It's a prequel.
No, it's
a triquel.
It's
a tricycle.
It's in the it unfolds.
It's a pamphlet.
It unfolds into a tricycle, and I wrote it over here. It's a pretty great book. It's a great idea. But it's a book written in the same universe as the trilogy that I just mentioned. The trilogy is His Dark Materials by Phillip Pullman. It's The Golden Compass, Subtle Knife, and Amber Spyglass. And those 3 books came out 20 years ago. And they're very controversial because Phillip
They're
Pullman...
all named after weird things.
Yes,
Just
with one adjective.
Artifacts that Grandpa keeps in his cellar.
Yes, with one adjective describing them. And what the hell's a subtle knife anyway? Is that like a butter knife?
What's with the scabby knee? That's not my favorite book in the trilogy.
I don't like it. I don't like that one. It makes me think of scabs, which I can't eat anymore.
What about the chipped mug?
It's just imperfections. It's highlighted. All right, so the His Dark Materials is great. Phillip Pullman, he's a devout atheist, and he's outspoken about them. And His Dark Materials, those 3 books, are a direct response to the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series, Chronicles of Narnia, written by...
Philip K. Dick.
No, C.S.
Francis Dubois.
C.S. Lewis? Is that the...
Louis C.K.?
I think it's C.S. Lewis. Anyway, C.S. Lewis is a...
Devout Christian.
Yes, devout. And Chronicles of Narnia are unmistakably Christian-themed. Aslan
you mean
is
like
Jesus.
the obvious Jesus allegory lion?
Yes, exactly. That's the point of it, is that he believes in Christianity hardcore, and that story reflects his beliefs in it. Phillip Pullman wrote His Dark Materials as a direct response to that. Like, oh, you're going to influence a ton of kids.
The polar bear is supposed to be death? This is the polar bear Satan?
Panzerbjorns, or whatever they're called. Yeah, I think so. Or demons, if nothing else. But that whole trilogy I just ended up loving. Not because they're anti-Christian. I didn't even get that when I first read them. But the stories and the characters are really wonderful. It's an allegory for growing up, how kids change from young little babies to fully functioning adults. And there's this...
Usually tragedy is involved in these kinds of stories.
Almost always. But this one...
This girl got so sad she transformed into a polar bear. Is that the moral of the story?
That's pretty much it. And then
Okay.
she just eats all the other human kids in Oxford, and it's dark.
This is what you get for making fun of me, for taking my dollies.
Yeah.
Satan, guide me.
Yeah, so it's a little like that, not exactly, but it's the story centers around this little girl Lyra, whose dad is a big explorer, and he finds a way to travel between dimensions, and the story goes on from there, and it's a great trilogy. All the books. Golden Compass was made into a movie a few years ago. You'll probably remember, Greg.
I think I remember.
Daniel Craig was in it. Nicole Kidman was in it.
Yeah, Ian McKellen
voiced the bear, the polar bear.
Oh,
Yeah. How does Ian McKellen sound?
like Magneto.
Charles,
I've turned into a bear.
I am now a bear. How does this make you feel, Charles? And they were like, Mr. McKellen, this is a separate movie than X-Men.
I've been thinking of jellyfish lately.
I need you to stop referring to everyone as Charles.
Charles,
Can you do
where's
that?
my script?
Where's my liquor? Charles.
Charles, have you called Harrison Ford yet?
This mug tastes distinctly without alcohol.
This mug is awfully chipped.
I don't
The
like
chipped
it.
mug.
How is a bear supposed to drink from a chipped mug?
By eating it.
Yes.
It's like those pictures of like the frozen blocks of ice with apples in it. That's how you torture a bear. That's how you torture polar bears.
Slide a giant cube of ice
With
with
food in
food
it.
in the center of it.
So the bear is just like, fuck you! Ah,
yeah,
and
it'd
he
probably
keeps clawing away
just
at it.
destroy the ice block.
No,
like,
it
just
takes
slam down
he
on
can't.
it.
Like he keeps trying. He keeps biting down on it. He's like, motherfucker.
Well, I guess after like a week of just breathing on it, or like or like just draping himself over it, he could melt the ice block and get
He
the
just
food.
gets on top of it, lies down, and just waits
just
20
goes
minutes.
just hibernates. Just hibernate on top of the ice, the ice block, and then you're golden. But all right, so anyway,
Golden Compass.
the Golden Compass. You're a Golden Compass. So anyway, it's a great trilogy, and the book that I picked up is called The Book of Dust, and dust is this substance which is really important in the trilogy of His Dark Materials. This book is it's Phillip Pullman. It's written in that universe 20 years later, but it's the start of its own trilogy, and I don't know if there's going to be any of the characters in it from the old one, but it's in the same universe at the same time as like all the events of His Dark Materials are happening. So I'm really excited to crack into it, and I'll give you an update once I do. I am not going to use it as TP though, and I'm not going to bring it here until I have read it.
You just
so
don't
that
want
we
to bring it because you know I'd use it as toilet paper.
Yes, exactly. So it's
Sorry,
it's-
I have a very sensitive ass. I need proper wiping.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Literature does a really good job.
I know it depending on the story, but it sounds like Bad Monkey.
You know what?
sort of
You know
did
what
that.
book did not work too well? Everybody Poops.
Really?
You would think,
Yeah.
but it's very shiny. It's like that shiny, slippery paper.
Oh, boy.
So I was like, man, this is like wiping my ass with water.
and it just cuts. A lot of cuts down there.
just
on the edge of it.
everywhere.
Yeah. Gross.
I was like, if Wolverine got to my ass, just Swiss cheese.
Clawed that up.
Really sliced me.
Wolverine was a friend of mine.
Charles, Wolverine is here.
Cut. Mr. McKellen, again, this is Golden Compass, not X-Men.
Are
Take
you
3.
sure?
Yes, yeah, we're sure.
You know, I've been dabbling in magic. I've been thinking of turning into Sean Connery.
You can't do that. Otherwise, where would I go?
Who let the dragon on the set?
Hey, listen, I was invited here, all right?
He's eating my kids!
They shouldn't be here unattended, all right?
Help, mister!
Yes! Shut up, you little shit!
You know, I've been hearing that there was a lot of problems with the movie set for Golden Compass.
Yeah, I know. It's probably why they didn't make the other two movies. I think it's because there was all this
Half of the
drama.
cast was killed. I
There's
mean,
all this drama offset.
Why do you think that Daniel Craig isn't doing anything? He was a hologram in the last 007 movie.
Exactly. Well, I mean, how what kind of mental damage would it be to try and be Lord Asriel in Golden Compass, and you're staring offset out into the distance, and all you're watching is this dragon, voiced by Sean Connery, just totally chomp on 3 or 4 kids of your coworkers that are working on
I gotta
set.
say, I would think that would be pretty cool, actually.
Motivating.
It sounds
Definitely
pretty- it sounds
motivating.
tight.
Fear. Tap into that fear,
See,
bro.
I feel like Ian McKellen saw that as motivation. He's like, yes, Charles. This gives me the strength to continue this role.
Look at him go. Those children don't stand a chance.
Well, speaking of movies, I saw another movie.
Oh, tell me. Tell me.
I saw The Shape of Water.
What shape is it?
AKA Amelie fucks the fish guy from Hellboy.
Abe and Amelie.
Abe and Amelie.
It is
fucking.
So it's The Shape of Water is a Guillermo del Toro movie, right?
See.
Okay, cool. And how did you feel about it?
I went into it expecting a lot because I love Guillermo del Toro's movies.
Me too.
His makeup effects are like his set designs and his coloring and his like camera angles.
Right.
His movies are beautiful.
They have a very
at.
distinctive look to them. And in case you don't know Guillermo del Toro movies, some examples are Hellboy 1 and 2.
Pacific Rim.
Pan's Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth is the one that he's really well known for. And
Pan's Labyrinth is that's his movie.
Definitely.
That's the one when you think of him. First one,
definitely, and it's
Pan's Labyrinth,
and it's great. It's a great movie, and but all of his movies, as you mentioned, Greg, with the lighting, he has a costume company, I believe, that does the makeup and does props for the sets, and it's just his movies have a very distinctive look, and he's great about making these fantasy realms and these characters come to life that are clearly not human, that are like mythological and stuff. So
I mean, look at fucking Pacific Rim, like these big giant kaiju-inspired kaiju.
Yeah,
well,
these
they're
giant monster aliens fighting Megazords, you know?
It's the Godzilla movie we never got.
Yeah.
Because our Godzilla movies are bad.
Yeah. But they're fun. The old ones are fun.
The old ones are fun. The latest one is amazing. If you haven't seen Shin Godzilla.
I haven't.
You should see that.
Okay.
That movie's fucking phenomenal.
I will look into that. I'll try and find it. But
this isn't about Godzilla. This is about The Shape of Water.
So what shape was it? Tell me about it.
It was shaped like a penis.
Oh.
Because it is indeed a romance.
Okay.
I went into this expecting it to be a lot darker. I was expecting it to go the same route as Pan's Labyrinth, where it's disturbing. He's also not afraid to... Guillermo del Toro is not afraid to... off characters in order to tell a story. But this felt very safe. It felt very safe in its like it feels very much like those kids like escape stories of like, oh, Dunstan checks in, I have to protect this ape.
Right, Baby's Day Out.
But she bangs the fish guy.
Jeez. So it's like it sounds like a child's movie, except that there's a romance.
It's a fucking rated R movie.
Oh, cool.
It is a rated R movie. It's bloody. It's got some gore in it.
Any big stars? I think Michael Shannon.
It's an all-star cast. Michael Shannon is in it. He plays our main villain. He's like the security guard, like head of security. At the building, and he does an amazing job.
Yeah, I love him. He's Zod from Superman. He's been he's also the Boardwalk Empire, the preacher guy.
Yeah, I just love watching Michael Shannon be a dick.
No, he's really compelling. You know, it's just when he starts going off the rails and he's like mad crazy a little bit. He's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
It's also got Octavia Spencer in it.
Oh, okay.
She's always like secondary characters.
I know her name, but I can't picture her face right now.
She's from The Help.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes, I see that.
And then Richard Jenkins is in it too. I fucking love Richard
Jenkins. He's the best from Step Brothers. He's the dad from Step Brothers.
He's the dad from Step Brothers.
He's in a lot of stuff.
He was the head of the gym. He was like the gym manager from Burn After
Reading. Burn After Reading, absolutely.
I adore.
Yeah,
Richard Jenkins.
He plays a great sad character. He's wonderful.
He plays another great sad character in this. He is a gay. I'm trying to think of it like. He draws for advertisements. He's trying to get an advertisement for Jell-O passed.
Oh, okay.
And this takes place in the 50s.
Okay.
So it's a timepiece, and they treat it like that a lot. There's
cool.
a lot of racism to Zelda and her family from Michael Shannon's character. Like Michael Shannon's like the way that Michael Shannon is a villain in this is just him being a fucking white guy from the 50s. Where it's like,
Yikes.
Everyone has to listen to me. I'm the man, and you look very hot. I'm married, but I'm going to fuck you later.
Good God.
Very much like, that's his attitude with everything.
Uh-huh.
doing it for the good old USA. But it's a very it like I said, it feels like one of those like Dunstan checks in fucking Free Willy stories.
Yeah.
But the main character fucks the fish.
Yeah, that's
They fall in love.
It's a strange twist on the whole thing. Yes,
that is the big twist overall. It's not even really a twist because
pretty
pretty much all the trailers show up like,
yeah, you know what you're
this
getting.
This girl's a horn dog for the fish.
It's a romance between a mute human female and a male alien fishman.
He's not even an alien fishman. He's seen as a god in like South America. Oh, he's based off
a
lot
of
of
government property kind of a thing.
Yeah, they found the story is like she works as a janitor, and one night, her and her friend Zelda stumble across this new lab that they had just opened up part of the facility that they clean in, and they just brought the fishman in, and from then on, like she starts bonding with the fish guy, realizes that he understands speech. It's just that he's a big, giant, gross fish guy, so he can't speak.
Right.
But she teaches him how to sign, and that's how they communicate with each other. And It's really interesting. But the parallels to Abe are very obvious.
Yeah.
Especially his love for eggs.
Oh, okay.
He fucking loves eggs.
Abe being
Sapien.
from Hellboy
Hellboy
1 and 2, the
And
alien character. Yeah.
Like the costume that they did for the Fishman is amazing. It's so well detailed, and there's very little CGI put into it.
Nice.
Like the eyes are obviously CGI'd in certain scenes. CGI'd. I will. If I didn't have this big gaping fucking hole in my knee.
Thank God you do.
Yeah, thank God I lost my superpower.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll get another one.
Yeah, I'll get another superpower at
yeah,
some point.
you will.
But his overall costume feels like they got the leftovers from Abe Sapien and then they added to it.
Okay.
They put more to it. Like they added more effects to it, more coloring to make him look a lot more real. His design overall reminds me a lot of the fish guy playable character from Darkstalkers, if you've ever played that.
No, I
It's
haven't.
like it's an old Capcom fighting game that was along the lines of Street Fighter. Mm-hmm. And he's just this big gross fish guy with he's got big dorsal fins and he's got webbed hands and he just goes
nice.
And that's all the fish guy does in this movie, just
and the mute chick just fell
the
in love.
mute chick she wants that peen.
Could not resist.
But overall, I don't think normal audiences are going to like this movie. It's going to be like, this is too weird.
Well, but that's a Guillermo del Toro thing.
But but normal audiences don't know that. Normal audiences are fucking stupid. They see that shit and they're like, oh, it seems like it's going to be a fun fantasy. Oh, that lady just sucked down on some fish peen. She ate out his cloaca.
Close your eyes, kids.
Look out, kids! The fish man's about to come!
And he's gonna shoot eggs all over the screen. It's gonna be so weird. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the warning on that. But overall, I mean, I like Guillermo del Toro movies as well, so I'm gonna see it.
Yeah,
it sounds
if
very
you're a
compelling.
Guillermo del Toro fan, you will like this.
Yeah,
because I think it's still good. I went into it expecting a little bit more, though.
Yeah. How long was the movie? About 2 hours?
Oh, it was short. It was an hour and a half.
Okay.
It didn't even feel like an hour and a half, though. Like, it moves.
Yeah.
It moves, and it's got some really great performances in it.
Cool.
I think it's very much worth seeing, but it's not for the average guy.
Fair.
It's for, like, film weirdos.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, it's a little
very
more...
art house.
Yeah, definitely. A little more...
Criterion.
Theater friendly, sort of got, film snobs kind
film
of.
Snobs will love this.
Yeah.
Film snobs do love this.
Well, I know it is nominated for awards. I know it's definitely up for a SAG award for sure.
It should definitely. I think it was nominated for like best costume design.
Yeah.
It should definitely win that because like
that's that and again,
the special effects and the cinematography in this movie are fantastic.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with Del Toro and you go see this movie, I think that kind of costume work, he is whenever he puts out a movie, he is regularly, I think, in consideration for costume awards, because that's the thing that I think, like we mentioned, his movies have a very specific look to them.
Yeah.
So whatever you think about the stories or the characters and the acting and stuff, his movies are great to go see because of the lighting, because of the costumes you get, and he's just great at pulling you into this world which looks and feels slightly different from Earth, and it's like he's good at magical realism in movie form.
Surrealism.
Surreal.
Yeah.
Fun.
That's the way he does things.
Yeah, and that's again, it's why you go and see movies. For a minute, you want to be elevated or pulled out of the real world. You just want to you throw yourself into a story, and he's good at putting the setup, at least for that, for sure.
He very much is with this, so I recommend it for people who like movies a lot more than just going there and munching down on popcorn.
Yeah, which is good too.
It is good.
But
speaking of popcorn, let me see if there's you got any popcorn?
Just more of these snackies.
These are the furthest thing from popcorn. These are chocolate.
Yeah, but we only have a limited supply of snackies here.
Well, we got enough snacks to last us the hour.
Definitely.
Hold on. There we go.
Oh, there! Look at that. Perfect place to store snacks.
It's a perfect coaster.
Your knee hole.
Well, I wonder if I stretch my... Oh no! Oh no!
You're crunching them. You're crunching the pretzels chocolates.
Whoops.
They're just little shrapnel, little powder inside your knee cavity now. What am I supposed to do? Spoon that out of your knee cavity and eat it?
Yeah.
You don't have a spoon, do you?
I do. Hold on. Dracula gave us some.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. That's not bad.
There's a hidden flavor in there.
We need... It's bone marrow, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely bone marrow.
We need some milk, and, I thought someone said that somebody was going to bring us some milk later. Oh, there he is. Hey, it's Frankenstein. Frankenstein's got the milk.
Hello, guys.
Frankenstein, thank you for bringing the milk finally. I didn't actually expect you to come.
Dracula gave me a call, said to come down with milk.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guy.
Oh, this is skim. You couldn't go for like a 2% or whole.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hey, I'm just, you know what? I skim. It's like water. It's watered down.
Free milk.
It's watered
My
down.
friend gave you free cereal.
It's true.
Quit your bitching.
By the way, I don't know if you've noticed on the way in here.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Dracula left for a party.
Yes, Dracula left to go celebrate.
Yeah, he said he was going to like some kind of brothel, some magic brothel. I don't know what it was. Give him a text. I'm sure he'll probably answer.
That sounds like a good idea.
No, you don't have to text here.
No, go elsewhere and send the text.
Thank you for the milk. It's
We appreciate it. We appreciate the milk delivery.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Okay. Well, we'll hope to see you around. Go join the brothel with Dracula and have a good time.
Yeah, let me see what that son of a bitch is up to.
All right. See you later.
Bye, Frankie.
Close the door, please.
Big dumb idiot. You almost told him that we killed his friend.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I almost let that slip. He probably would have killed both of us.
He would have crushed us.
In rage.
Did you see how big that fucker was?
Jeez, man.
That was like, you get Freak, and then you put another Freak on his shoulders.
That's unbelievable.
And then make him a 3,000-pound gorilla man.
I can't believe he even fit in here. What's he doing just bringing milk to people?
I guess it's part of the deal that he made with General Mills.
Ah.
You bring milk, and he doesn't get burned by the local villages.
It's a good deal. Everybody wins.
I mean, why do you think Dracula was so liked for a while?
It's bribery. It's bribes with cereal, with chocolate
bribes.
Cereal. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for Greg and I here. We're gonna finish up. All right, you're done with the cereal in your pants now. You gotta get that out of there.
It dried up a little bit, and
now it looks
soggy.
Ew, that's all very.
I don't think this is sellable.
This is ruined. I don't think it's sellable either. Hopefully, there's still half left in the bowl, though, right?
Yeah. Well, fuck it.
Oh, and it's there. It is. Now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Ah.
Well, all right. I hope you enjoyed that. That was our best hope for selling something on eBay. Dracula's last cereal bowl. Now it's done. But anyway, Greg and I are gonna finish up our snacks here. We're gonna roll and try and get some new food. Probably destroy this boxcar, and
Yeah, I'm gonna set it on fire and push it into a library.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good idea. Do the one where that lady was arguing with the guy and threw the book and it almost hit me. That guy in that library branch. It's a Chicago Public Library branch. It's at the Harold Washington branch.
Okay.
That's a location right downtown. Very famous. The big one with the gargoyle thingies on top. Very, you can see it. You can see that building.
Wait, now, if they all die, that means I haven't made enemies, right?
No, because they're dead.
Okay,
so
good.
they wouldn't have been happy if anybody survives. They will be an enemy for sure.
Work for me.
If the fire is traced back to you. But thank you once again.
I mean, how are they going to find me? I'm not the man with the glowy leg anymore.
No, you're not. Nor do we have a regular address, and we don't walk around with ID.
That's true.
And we tend to switch our bags that we wear on our backs and pants.
We swap
around.
our clothing after every episode.
So there's a great chance that even if they do realize it was you, they'll confuse you with me, and maybe I'll get some shit for it. Maybe something else will happen. I don't know. But this has been lovely. Thank you again for joining us. And Greg and I are going to vacate, and we'll talk again next week.
All right, see y'all bitches later.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna get a few more of these.
Give me one of those, man.
No.
Come on. You've been eating all of them.
No, I haven't.
Dude.
No.
I'm so hungry. Damn it. You ground all these pretzels up in your knee hole. You chugged the entire cereal bowl that Dracula left us. And now the one bag of snacks that I made out with at the Nabisco factory, and you just chomped all of them. I'm starving. I need real food.
I still have some Pepperidge Farm stuff.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, dude, see.
Oh, my
Man.
God. I'm sorry.
Thinking that I'm a bad person? Jesus
I'm sorry.
Christ.
I'm sorry. I'm so hungry.
All right,
dude.
we're gonna munch down, guys. See you later.
All right, bye. Thanks again. You're great.
You're wonderful. Stay beautiful.
We appreciate you.
I like your nipples.
Your ears too. Those are pretty.
I don't like yours, Don.
Yeah, well.
They're intimidating.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to stay looking at them anyway.
Please, no.
Because I'm comfortable in
Stop
here.
getting closer to me.
This is a good temperature.
Stop it.
Just come here. I just want
No.
to get at that snack.
No.
Come on.
Are you trying to rock this modern life with me? Are you trying to show me future vision?
Let me
through
get in
your
that knee
chest?
hole. Let me get in that knee hole.
No.
Come on.
Ah!
Yeah! Get in there!